The day I saw an interesting homeless man in a trash-filled alleyway, rummaging through garbage cans. But it was what he said to me, with a smile, that still sends chills down my spine. You have no idea what I'm capable of, kid. I've lived in New York City all my life, and I've seen my fair share of homeless people on the streets. But there was one guy who caught my attention. He was always dressed in tattered clothes, with a scruffy beard and a cardboard sign that read, "Hungry, please help." I'd see him every day on my way to work, and I'd usually toss him a few bucks or buy him a sandwich. He was always grateful, but there was something about him that didn't add up. He seemed off. One day, I decided to strike up a conversation with him. I asked him how he ended up on the streets, and he told me a sob story about losing his job and his family. I felt bad for him, but I still couldn't shake the feeling that he was hiding something. As we talked, I noticed that he seemed to be watching everyone around us, like he was studying them. He'd nod or smile at people who walked by, but his eyes would gleam with a knowing intensity. I started to wonder if he was some kind of con artist, but I couldn't figure out what his angle was. That was when he dropped the bombshell. "Kid, I'm not who you think I am," he said, with a sly grin. "I'm a billionaire. I've been living on these streets for months, just to see how people would treat me." I was stunned. "What? Why would you do that?" He leaned in close, his voice taking on a sinister tone. "I wanted to see if people would still be kind to someone they thought was worthless. If they'd still give me food or money, even when they thought I was just another homeless guy." I felt a chill run down my spine as he revealed the truth. He'd been testing us all along. He'd been watching us, studying us, to see if we'd pass the test. As I looked into his eyes, I saw something that made my blood run cold. It was a deep, calculating intelligence, a sense of power and control that was unnerving. "You have no idea what I'm capable of, kid," he said, with a smile. "But I'll tell you this, I've been disappointed. Most people wouldn't even give me the time of day, let alone $1 or a sandwich." I didn't know what to say. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. I realized that I'd been playing into his game all along. I'd been treating him like a homeless guy, without even thinking about it. As I walked away from him, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd just been in the presence of something truly sinister. It was like I'd caught a glimpse of the devil himself, hiding in plain sight. I never saw him again, but I'll never forget the lesson he taught me. We're all just a few steps away from being that homeless guy on the street, and we never know what's lurking beneath the surface. I met a billionaire who lived on the streets to test humanity's kindness. What he revealed to me still haunts me to this day.